Hello, 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 hello. It's morning again. It's another day. And me and my little cardinal have been very, very busy. Very busy. Did you get up this morning and know what day it was? Okay, let's start over. You know who you are? You know who you are? Does it make a difference? Yes, it does. You need to know it's you. You need to know it's a beautiful day, or it's not a beautiful day, or it's a beautiful day just because we have another day. We have another day, girl. Guys, I mean, it is another day in the great big world we live in. Yes. And I got up this morning and my sister, I gotta tell you this, my sister has this ball, okay? It's about this big around, and it's different colors. And she bought it for her little kitty cat. Pretty good sized ball. But boy, oh boy, oh boy, what that ball can do. I'm not telling you. Oh, you've heard of them? Oh my gosh almighty. That thing is, it's a hoot, really. It's a hoot. Oh my goodness, it's a hoot. I think Connor saw it yesterday. You know, Connor's blind. So Connor bumped into that ball and he didn't know what to think, but he investigated the ball, right? Well, it's one of those balls that will, let me get it for you. Okay, here it is. Ready? Here it, oh, here it is. You hear Connor barking at it? Okay, that's enough. Well, there's no button to turn it off, okay? And she said, well, take it over and see if Connor will like it because he can hear, you know, since he's blind, he might not be able to play, not unless he has something like this. Okay, let's see if I can get it quiet now. Maybe it'll be quiet. Now that's scary, isn't it? So last night, it was on the floor somewhere, okay, and it was quiet, and I went to bed. All that. And I thought, oh no, if I hear that thing all night growling and growling, whatever. But you know what? Yes, that's right. Itzy and Connor, neither one of them played with it all night long. So thank goodness. I mean, thank goodness. They did not wake me up with that grounding noise. But I don't know what makes it make all those sounds, not unless it rolls or is touched or something like that. But anyway, new adventure. I don't even think you'd give that to a kid. I don't know. Now, if Connor had liked it, it'd have been a different story, you know. At least I could have taken it out yard. He could roll it around the yard and growl at it, you know. But anyway, just a little tidbit for your morning coffee. Oh my goodness, my goodness, my goodness. Let's get to our comments today. Oh my goodness. And the first comment is, oh, Joybird. Good morning, Joybird. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Sorry for the typos, me ma. Talking about the outdoor toilets, I checked here several years ago to see if it was legal to have one. The person I spoke to here in the county said by law you could not have one anymore. And we're talking about, and most of y'all already know outside toilets, how they work. But But yes, I thought it was a clever idea because it's always worked in the past. But anyway, so she's asked, Joybird is asked the county. And it says, I asked for a man living in his outbuilding. Granny Revis had one years ago, and boy, was it decorated on the inside. It was very nice. Yeah, I mean, for outdoor toilets, I mean, you could do anything out there. You could take pictures and paint it and, you know, do all kinds of stuff in an outdoor toilet to decorate it. And it could be cute on the outside and the inside. But I didn't know that you can't have them anymore. I didn't know that. I thought, why would you be able to have that? It's more natural than our poo-poo leaving our toilet, going through the system, going through this processing plant in a big city, turning it and filtering it and doing whatever they do to it, put chemicals back in it, and then we drink it. I mean, at least in a toilet like this, it naturally works its way through the system the way it should, you know, because, oh well. But I bet it was very nice. You'll have to tell me some of the things she had in there. I'm excited because I'm sure you'd have to have a calendar, and you'd have to have a little shelf for a reading book, and you'd have to have some kind of fancy hanger to hang your toilet paper. We used newspaper for a long time, but then toilet paper was better. And let's see, what else would you put in there? Oh, you could just put all kinds of pictures in there, all kinds of sweet pictures. Because you never know what it's going to smell like in there. Oh, yes, yes. That's good to know, Joybird. You're just full of information. I just love you. I just love you. Here's Maribel is hooked. Hey, Maribel. How you doing, girl? Good? Good. I hope so. I mean, Mom, today we got a bit of snow, but it stopped for now. I do believe we'll be getting more overnight. Your cat is so adorable. You mean Harry? Harry's so old. I know. Love that you're wearing your headbands. They look so cute. Your top is also very pretty. Hope all is going well. Well, thank you, dear. I bet you're busy, aren't you, this time of the year? Every time of the year, huh? But you always have time to produce things, don't you? Beautiful things. I mean, you just, and when you crochet, I mean, you must be really fast, Maribel. Yeah, very fast. This is what, Maribel, this is what I worked on last night. You see what it is? Let me see if I can hold it up here where you guys can see. But it's my little chicken that I'm making. Yeah, I'm making this as a hot plate or a place to put my coffee, you know, on this little table here. But I was just playing around last night with that cotton yarn, and I said, I think I'm going to make me a chicken. Well, I have to use the eyes, but anyway, that's what I was doing last night. Used my own, made it myself. I didn't have a pattern or anything. I hardly ever have a pattern. I just can't seem to follow them very easily. And this is the other one Maribel made. This is oh shoot, what do you call it? The magic pot holder. You know, the one you just start with 42 stitches, then you single crochet around and around and around and around and around, and pretty soon it's like this. But anyway, that's what I was doing last night. I was watching Vera on TV, and I must watch 3 shows. I just like her very much. Oh, let's see. Here's Dylan Woodsell. Hey, Dylan, how you doing? Thank you for letting me know how to put your profile picture. Okay, all right. Cats make my eyes water. Oh, you must be allergic. You must not be around kitty cats then. Yeah, you must not. My son's allergic to cats too. And it'll sure make your eyes water. I think the D is fine on the profile picture. Oh, I'm glad you made a decision. Good idea. You know, you can do whatever you want. I used to change my picture all the time because I just didn't like them. But you know, the ones I like the best, though, are just simple. Just simple. Although sometimes I'd like to see what people look like that I'm talking to every day because I get to know everyone, you know. But it's okay. Their personality comes in their comments, you know, and I love that. I love that you talk to me. I just just love that. Hope you're doing well and stay away from kitty cats. And I think the D is perfect, Dylan. And here's Teresa Davis. Hey, Teresa. Oh, Teresa, did you notice I got butterflies behind me? On that card. And she sent me had butterflies all in it. It fell out of my Bible. Oh, I guess it was 2 days ago. And so I just opened it up and there's butterflies all over it. I said, I'm going to sit there right there. So I've been watching your butterflies on that card. Oh, I mean, I really do love all the stories you tell. Oh, my. I'm glad you do, dear. And I'm hoping you're getting along better. Our little hop-along's doing okay. Huh? Oh, my. 2 cups of coffee and 2 hearts, 2 yarns, a little foot. Little foot. Are you ticklish on your feet? And snowflakes. So you did get your snow, huh? Yeah. Penny did up there in the hills, you know. It's about 2 hours from me north. Yeah, they got real nice snow. If you can call it snow nice. Of course, I enjoy, you know, that momentary snow, you know. It's called a part-time snow. It comes in and it goes, it's gone. Well, it's good to hear from everyone. Yes, I've been trying to keep busy. This thing goes off every once in a while, so if you hear something in the background, that's that ball. I'm trying to keep it. I don't know what makes it work, but anyway. Yeah, I've already used this twice because I like it. I really do like it. It's soft and it does a good job. I was cooking some slithers of meat, beef slices, you know, and then I put cheddar cheese in them, roll it up with a bacon strip, and broiled it in the little toaster oven. And what I'm getting at is this was just perfect for me to grab it and pull it out because my muffs are so big and the toaster oven's so small that I'm just clumsy, you know. So this really has worked better, the size of it for me. Of course, again, I probably could have made it, if I'd make it deep enough and make it, you know, about that size. But then that wouldn't be made the same way, and this way is easy, you know. It's so easy to make. I don't know if I'll make any more because I don't know if I've got any more cotton because I don't want to make them out of acrylic or anything like that. But, yeah, this little, I think she's going to be cute. Yeah, I think I'm almost finished except for her face. I don't think I'll put any feet or anything on her. I think I'll just have her where she sits there and holds my coffee cup. I guess she'll hold my coffee cup. Let's see. But yeah, she'll hold my coffee cup just right. And I can just put it right on the table. And it might get stained with coffee, but that's okay. Those are memories too, right? Yes, my little chicken. There you go. Here you go. Well, today I'm sitting here, and again, I told you yesterday, and I'm telling you again today. No, I didn't do it. No, I didn't do it. I did not do everything I said I was going to do yesterday. So now I'm thinking, okay, I've got to get up off my hiney and get some things done around here. And I'm thinking my mind's just working so busy that I'm going to have to make a list. That's what I'm going to have to do. make a list and stick with the list. Well, I was good. So anyway, I'm gonna make the list in just a minute. Not where y'all can hear my list. Although I'm not ashamed of a list I make. It's just embarrassing if I don't finish it. Oh my. Do you keep everything in your head, or do you have a list? Do you? Is that why we have journals? To remind you of things? Yeah, on the last video I put up the little journals that Gigi had submitted, and I also put some Maribel's little purse that, I found that picture, and I'm sure she sent, Maribel, you probably sent that to me a long time ago, and I thought, oh, I remember getting this, and so that's why I shared it. I thought it was so cute, the little purses. Yeah, very cute, very playful, and very, you can just strap it over your shoulder, and off you go, and you're looking cool. As Daniel was saying, you feel like you're in the loop. Yes. Oh, and Harry, I mean, she's getting so old. I need to brush her. Really need to brush her. But she just doesn't want me to fool with those knots that are getting all over. I think she stopped grooming herself or something. As much as she used to. But I'm going to have to get those knots out of her hair, because I know it has to make you sore. You have a knot and it pulls on your skin all the time. But I'll work on that another day. I think I've already commented I would do that. I know that's sort of boring, but it is the truth. It is the truth. I was thinking this morning that the morning I got up in the woods one day, and I decided that I would take the car out and drive around our roads, because some of our roads weren't even paved or anything. They were just gravel roads, and they sometimes, when they got real muddy and stuff, you could have these great big, like, I call them boulder-like rocks on the sides of the road. So once one of those drag lines or whatever they call them, that go down the road, road graders, they would just try to smooth out all the muddy holes and stuff and level it out, and the big rocks would fall to the side. So I decided that I'm going to take the car out and go pick up some rocks, because I was building this retaining wall on the side of my little house. And, that's what I didn't do everything like, I'm going to do this and I finish it today. No. I'm more like every week or two, or every month, or if I see a rock, I pick it up and I bring it and I put it by the wall and make it my wall. And then as the wall builds, then I dig dirt from somewhere and pour dirt and gravel behind the bricks where I'm building the foundation. I don't have anything up there in the hills, so I was just resourcing what I could get. So me and Connor and Clyde, no, it was Charlie then. Charlie, Clyde, and me. And we got in the car and off we went around the roads there by my house, which are in the hills, real hilly and twindy and stuff. And we'd pull off the side of the road if I saw some good rocks and put them in the back of my car, in the trunk. I had a red Taurus, 99 red Taurus. I still wish I had kept that car. But anyway, so I was picking up these rocks and stuff. Well, as you're doing this, you're seeing other people's places. You're seeing places that are empty, the houses, and you can see that there were irises and flowers in their yards and stuff. And sometimes I would go and pick one of their little risings, one of their irises, or this that had fell off of the property into the ditch. It's really just woods, and there's really no grass on. It's just woods, and leaves, and as it is. So I'd go up there and I'd pull one out and put it in my, take it home and put it in my yard. So that's how I built my flower beds there in the hills. Well, one day we were picking up rocks over by the dam, and they were smaller rocks, about this size, which was good to put between the big rocks and the little rocks, to get the foundation. Because I made it about this wide, at least a foot and a half wide of rocks, so that most, it would really hold well. Because I lived on top of the hill and the rain would wash down like that. Looked like a flood by my house going down the hill. So we were walking along there, and there was some flowers growing. And I looked and I said, I think those are sweet peas. Remember the little sweet peas that Grandma used to grow? They were just wild out by the chicken house, and it grew up on the fences. And there were little tiny little yellow and blue and green. No, yellow, pink, and not blue. Sort of a pink, purple color. And they were growing up the fence. It's just growing wild, And I knew not to pull a root. You can't do that. You have to have seeds. So I was looking for a seed. And this voice came to, over the ridge. I was down on the road. And, anyway, they lived back there. Well, this man says, can I help you with something? And I said, I was just looking at these sweet peas here. He said, yeah, when I bought this house, there were all kinds of flowers in the yard. He said, but I just, as I was leveling out to build my shed, I took those flowers and threw them over the ledge of the yard, and they would fall along that ditch there. And he says, yeah, any of those you want, but he says, they really are pretty every year, and it gives me an opportunity to talk to somebody, And I said, where's your house? I don't see your house, because it's like this, like my house, here's the road, you look up and then back, there's your place. And he said, well, come see. And so I let, of course, Clyde and Charlie got out and followed me up there, and he had an A-frame house. Yes, an A-frame house, a small A-frame house he had built. And he was from, where did he say he was from? It's not important. Anyway, it's not important. And he said that he had bought his property online. He was just going out there looking for property, and online on the internet, I guess there was property you could buy for $1,000, $500, wherever it was. And he had been looking in Florida and all over the country for, what property he wanted, what size property, what price range, but he didn't want to live anywhere there wasn't trees. Wildlife and stuff like that. So he bought this property online for $500, okay? And he said, he had it for a couple of years. And then one day when he was on a trip from wherever he lived, I can't remember where he lived. Maybe it was Georgia. Well, it didn't matter. Anyway, he was driving cross country. And he thought, well, he'd just check out his property. And he said when he found out where his property was, he loved it. And he says, oh my, that'll be perfect for me to build my A-frame house that he had been dreaming of. His name was, started with C. Clive. It was Clive. Something like that. And he said, once I saw the property, my mind wouldn't stop. I finished my trip, went on to my destination, and did what he did, whatever it was. He said he'd come back by, and he stopped again. And this time he went to the administration building that and saw that we had a pond, lake with a ski lake, and we had, our beach, and it's just a very nice recreational area there in Ozark Acres. And he said, this might work, and it's only like a few miles from the Spring River, which has a lot of trout. And so he thought, this might be the place. This is what he's telling me in his own way. Of course, he didn't talk like me. I used to have a picture of him. I don't know if I still do it. But anyway, so what he did, he just took a couple of months off from where he lived and just came up to the acres, and he stayed at the big bed and breakfast on the big hill overlooking Spring River, which was terribly beautiful. I mean, terribly beautiful. And if you're afraid of heights, you don't want to stay in that place, but it is beautiful. I used to go there for lunch every Sunday after church. But anyway, and so he stayed there, and he met a lot of people from the area, because the town was, there was only a few people in town that even lived around town, because the population was so small of Hardy. And he just fell in love with it. And so he just started building him a house, his A-frame house. And he was telling me, he just took, if he found a branch or something he thought he would use that to help with the part, with this design of his house, the inside, and he worked on it. And evidently, from what he told me, if I'm not mistaken, he said that he had only been there like 12 years. But that he had finally moved in it, relocated there in the last 5 years. Because he loved it so much, and he loved the house he had built, and he loved the area. And I know why. I loved it too up there. And he built his place. So he was also a woodworker. He whittled and did all that kind of skills. And he could whittle cabinets and engrave animals, When it was cold, he would sit in there and whittle, like things you would put around where we would have just a regular baseboard. He would have it where he whittled, and it looked like deer running through a woods or something. It was just an extraordinary house. And I enjoyed talking to him a lot and seeing what he has done, because he was always doing something. But he died, though. They found him dead. He had died of a heart attack. And he was an older man, but I can remember him, all his beautiful, beautiful things in that house. And that house just fell around itself. It still was a beautiful home, but it was small. So I don't know if he didn't have family or what happened with it, and it went back to taxes, because if you don't pay your taxes, of course your property, after 5 years, according to the acres policy, if I'm not mistaken, they have to put it up for auction to get the taxes, from unpaid taxes, if somebody's deceased. But anyway, I would have lived in that little house. That little A-frame. I would have. But I already had my cute little place, I'd been working on. But it was a nice visit, and so we did pick up some rocks. And the bed of the car, the trunk of the car got so heavy with rocks that it rests on the tires. So I had to get some of the rocks out of the back so that tires would move. You know how you load it down? Oh my. But I did take the rocks back up, but I could never got that car up my driveway, which is just pure rock and gravel. I just never got that car out with that load of rocks. That's one particular day I remember. But the man helped me. That's why I had so many rocks. They were big rocks. So I really need help to unload them too. They were big. But anyway, that's my story for today. That's a wonderful memory. Clive. No, that just doesn't sound right. Clive. Anyway, I hope you have a great day. Keep building your memories. Keep building your walls. Whatever you do. Even if it's making pot holders or a chicken. What if I could make a rooster? Or remember, God has you in the palm of his hand. Pray for Mother Earth, the birds, the bees, the flowers, the trees, and for each other. Because we're all in this big old world together. Bye-bye. See you tomorrow.